Powerhouse, presented by Alliant Energy.
Alliant Energy, we're on for you.
Did you know that almost 15% of your energy bill comes from operating your kitchen appliances? Today we're going to share some ideas on how to be more energy efficient in your kitchen. And joining us is Becky Swartz, a cooking expert who has some great cooking recipes. But today, Becky, you're going to talk about being efficient and energy efficient in the kitchen.
Right. It takes a little bit of thought, very little practice, and you're there.
Start with the pots.
The pots and the pans on the stovetop.
Got a little rice going here.
We have rice that we were making in just a little pan, and a couple of things to note about that. First of all, these pans both look like the same size, right?
Right.
So you think, well, I'm going to make rice in here, I can make it in there. You put the rice in the water and you cover it. But look, you go to put a mismatched lid on, you have gaps in it.
Not very efficient.
Not efficient, it's not as flavorful, it takes longer to cook.
Okay.
You put it on the pan that it's sized for, it's a tight seal, it cooks quickly, efficiently, and it tastes better.
Okay. One of the things I'm guilty of is sometimes I don't get the pot or the pan on the right cooking burner.
Silly, don't do that.
Okay.
You want to be sure that you're not wasting the heating space, the heat itself, and it's not safe. The main thing you're working on here is the contact of the pan to the heating surface. You know, on the kinds of stovetops where you've got the electric burners, you have what we always refer to as the drip pan underneath. It's not really a drip pan, it's a reflector pan. And the reason that's there is to reflect the heat up onto the surface of the pan. And it makes it cook faster at a lower temperature, more efficiently. You also have different kinds of pots and pans in your kitchen, right? My favorite old pot.
And it looks like it's been used a little bit.
A little bit. You put it on
maybe
this.
past its prime?
Yeah, look what's happening.
Okay.
It's not making contact at all with the
Okay.
cooking surface. You use a pan with a nice flat bottom that has good heat conductivity in it. It's going to cook faster, more efficiently, and it's safer.
Okay. Great ideas. Let's go to the refrigerator.
Okay.
Becky, here's one thing I know I'm guilty of, going to the refrigerator, opening up the door and standing here while I try to figure out what do I want to take out.
Don't do that. The minute you open that refrigerator door, 30% of your energy is gone right away.
It's cooling me.
Well, our goal is to cool the food.
Okay, all
Okay,
right.
take a minute, think about what it is that you want. You probably know what's in your refrigerator anyway, and then open and reach in for it.
Oftentimes I might be going for a beverage.
Right, now here's a tip when you're having a party, for example. Instead of having your guests come to the kitchen, open, close, take your beverages, chill them down in a cooler, and let them help themselves. The cooler is insulated, you don't even need that much ice.
Great idea. Great idea.
Moving over to the oven, okay?
Now, I'm guilty also of when I'm maybe cooking some cookies or a pizza, I'm always trying to sneak a peek to see, is it done yet?
Right, and we all want to know if it's done yet. You've made those cookies 1,000 times and you've baked pizzas, you know when it's done, okay? If you really need to check, you've got your window here, you turn your little oven light on, and you check and see if it's done, okay? You don't have to keep opening and closing. When we look inside the oven, actually only 6% of the heat is used to heat and cook the food. The rest of it is heating the oven, the pans. It's really not a good idea to keep opening and closing it.
Now, I know some folks, in keeping their oven clean, the racks would line them with aluminum foil.
Oh,
Good?
you don't want to do that?
Not a good idea.
No, bad idea, because the racks are there so that the heat can circulate throughout the inside of the oven. If you cover that up, then you're blocking that flow in there, so you don't want to do that.
Okay.
You know, another thing to remember, if you use the microwave, it uses 75% less energy to cook than your oven. You can steam in here, poach, bake, reheat, use the microwave as much as you can.
It's really become a great resource, a great tool in the kitchen.
Oh, terrific.
And again, that 75% you can save in terms of the energy, right?
Huge savings,
Great.
right away, right away. Lots of other appliances can be efficient in the kitchen also.
Now I got our crock pot here, Becky.
Crock pot, it's been around forever, right?
Oh, it smells great too.
It's, again, using at least 75% less energy than your oven.
Just start it in the morning before you go to work?
Right, you have dinner ready. Chicken, vegetables, whatever you'd like. The roasting pan.
Now, you were saying the roasting pan, a real popular item.
Oh, incredibly. It was the largest selling home appliance last year.
And you've got almost looks like a party or a meal for a family for a week here.
Cook it once. Be efficient not only with your energy use, but with your time and your efforts also. Set it up, let it slow roast, and it's delicious. And again, it's sized to use the roaster instead of the oven.
Now, another good idea you were saying also during the summertime, take this out to the porch.
Sure, plug it in out there. You're not going to heat up your kitchen, you're not going to heat up your house, and you're still going to get that slow roasted flavor from your roaster.
And get that heat outside during the summertime.
Absolutely.
Well, Becky, a lot of great ideas we've talked about here in the kitchen. But one of the things comes back to plan ahead.
A little bit. It just takes a little bit of thought. It's easy and it becomes a habit quickly.
Well, Becky Swartz, some great ideas. I hope you come back and help us again with energy efficiency in the kitchen.
Absolutely. Thank you.
All right, you stay with us. We'll be right back. This looks terrific, by the way.